Hey there, Ranger Nation. Welcome to the Webcast with Attitude, LR4. And this is episode 171, Defending Their Home. And I'm your host, Nate. And guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We are going to be announcing the LR4 Morphin Mystery Box Contest winner tonight. But before we get into that, let me introduce you to my more phenomenal co-host. We got David.
Yo.
We got Rick.
Hi.
All right, guys. So how's everybody doing this evening? How was everybody's week?
Oh, fine.
Yeah. Now that we know tomorrow's Monday. Rick, how about you, man? How was your day?
Monday has officially been canceled. It is now going to be replaced with Saturday.
I wouldn't mind it being canceled at this point.
Because we canceled Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well.
Oh, well, of course. So everybody, just let you
we
know.
We are on permanent weekends. It's
So
the week is now Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday.
We get the point, Rick. We get the point. Wait, did he just freeze?
And the law that's doing this now makes it where your job has to pay you the hours you would have worked during Monday through Friday.
All right. So you can unmute your mic. I can unmute yours. Wait, no, you can't. You can unmute your mic, dude. I was just joking with you. Anyway, so guys, like I said, we do have a winner for the contest. So let me go ahead and start off with that. I was going to make them sweat it out. I mean, I was going to make them sweat it out until the end, but you know what? We don't have time for that. So, feel free. Like I said, guys, feel free to comment in the comment section. We'll answer questions to our best ability and give your opinion on a lot of stuff we'll be talking about. Chime in.
Except for contest winner. You are not to comment any of your personal information in the comments because that is public and people will be able to see it.
Right.
So make sure you contact us after the web show to turn around and set up arrangements to get your prize.
Okay. And it's a date with Rick. Oh, wait.
It's a mystery box. You weren't supposed to tell people.
Secret box.
Whoever
now I have to
like
change
this,
it up. So,
you know what? They're like this. They'll probably be like this. They're like, I'm giving it to the runner-up. Okay. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and start with this, the contest.
Get this bag now, thanks to Nate.
All right. So the contest was trivia as well. So I'm going to read off the first question. Which Super Sentai series did Stan Lee attempt to adapt for American audiences? Rick, you know this one. Go ahead and answer that.
It was Sun Vulcan.
Okay. So there's one of the answers right there. And David, I think you might know this one, but let's see if you know this one. Number 2, what was Zordon's name originally going to be?
I actually don't. No.
Okay. It was Zoltar.
Zoltar.
Oh. Yep. So you got that answer? So, yep. Okay.
But there was already a Zoltar, so in big, so yeah.
That's right. Okay, so number 3.
That's what they were going to call him if you actually watched the last episode.
Yep. What caused Billy to rapidly age? That was the regenerator in the near the I would have to say regenerator.
It was an adverse reaction to the regenerator because he was the only one that got aged up.
Yes.
Now, some might have thought it was like negative positron energy, but that's actually what stopped Billy from being able to take the Gold Ranger powers, not what aged him.
Okay. Now, Rick, you can answer this one for us. Before becoming Lord Zed, what name did he go by?
Zorfam.
Yep. Or if you pronounce
Zorfam.
Zolfram or whatever.
It may have a slight. Yeah. He was at that time the what's that called? That label. He
was
was
a
the
guardian.
supreme commander of the Altarian forces.
Okay. So next question.
He was Zordon's boss.
Okay. So next question was, what was only? Wait. What was the only? I really messed that up. I should have fixed that. What was the only weapon that can destroy the super putties? Wow, I really did that bad. That was. It didn't have a name, but there was a name for it in the Sentai series called the Thunder Slinger. They never officially named that in the show, unfortunately, and that was an only one use weapon only. So that was the answer to that. Before using footage from Zyuranger, which Super Sentai did Prime Saban want to Americanize? And that was, which I'm surprised at, because I saw this like a long time ago, like Biomon. Because if you watch the pitch, they say they call their characters like biorhythms, which were like, they weren't called Power Rangers, they were called the biorhythms. So that was originally the plan. Unfortunately, they passed that up. So yeah. Okay, here's another one. In earlier scripts of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, what was the Pink Ranger's weapon going to be called? And a lot of people probably don't remember this because if you remember, they did a behind-the-scenes special on Fox a long time ago, where they were telling them about the weapons. Like Billy had the Stega Stinger, which was still the weapon was called. And the weapon for Kimberly in the movie was Pterodactyl Thunder Whip, but they were going to originally call it the Raptor Ribbon. So they wanted to change it to Pterodactyl Thunder Whip because I guess it worked better. So, okay. Who was originally cast for the role of Trini? And everybody knows this one. Go ahead, David.
Audrey Dubois.
That is correct. She was originally cast as Trini. She only appeared in the unaired pilot, which was released during the Power Rangers Lost episode special. Mm-hmm. She stepped down because, stuff happened. So. Okay, what was the title? What was the title going to be before Turbo, a Power Rangers movie? And guys, I know. Go ahead, David.
Power Rangers Race to the Volcano.
That is correct. And the reason was because Jackie, the one that they were originally going to call it that, and she showed us like a draw up of what the logo would have looked like, but they ended up going with Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. And last but not least, which episode of Power Rangers Samurai aired first? And that was The Team Unites, which originally was supposed to be the third episode of Samurai. So they aired the third episode first from Power Rangers Samurai. So, with that said, the winner of the LR4 Morphin Mystery Box contest is Ryan Crumb.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, man. And yes, he is, that is him right there. And he got all the answers correct. And I wish this would zoom in. There we go. All the answers he got correct down to from 1 to 10. Ryan, I want to congratulate you on winning this mystery box. Make sure you send it after the end of this episode. Make sure you send us your information, your address within 48 hours. Otherwise, we don't hear back from you. Then we'd have to give it to the. You would have to give it to the person. So just make sure to go to our Facebook. The announcement will also be posted on our Facebook page as well at midnight tonight. So guys, keep an eye out for that. Ryan, congratulations, man! You did a good job of entering. Thank you for doing everything, including. Doing the hashtag, sending us the screenshot and everything. You did everything down to the letter. So guys, I like doing these contests, and I would love for everybody to have a chance to enter. So make sure next time we do another mystery LR4 Morphin Mystery Box contest, guys, please participate. So that way, because I love doing these, and I love for people to participate. Even though if you don't win the first time, there's always many chances for you to win in our next contest. So just remember that.
Plus,
Right.
just to let you know, if we had multiple people with all 10 answers right, there would have, like last year, been a showdown.
Yep, a tiebreaker. And when we mean showdown, they'd be in a cage with weapons, and whoever survives gets the choose your weapon. Iron. What the
Not a physical showdown, but like a
fight?
I guess, Wheel of Fortune style showdown or something, or
Right.
some game show type deal.
Yeah.
Which would have been fun, but we had to put that away for another year.
Yep. Unfortunately, we still don't have a wheel. We need to invest
Big
in that.
money, big money, big money.
You know how much that would cost to put together? Probably not a lot, but then we going like this. All right, so let's see. Winner. And now I got to go catch it because it fell off. So,
Well, the bolt was cheap. What do you expect for 10 cents? Lug nut?
Yeah. So, yeah.
The bolt
but yeah,
was
Ryan,
10 cents. The lug
man.
nut was $15. I skipped the lug nut.
Oh, guys, hold on.
Ugh.
Sorry, I got a message from somebody. So,
Okay.
anyway, so what's next to talk about? Oh, yeah, I want to go to topics.
A boyfriend. Are they friend?
Oh, what?
We don't judge here. We make fun of every situation.
Mm-hmm. So next up, guys, we're going to be talking about the Renegade Game Studios, which, if you saw, I did a little bit of a live video during PMC of this year, showing off some of the stuff they have there, and that is available on their website. So I don't know if these are available, but we're going to be discussing this anyway. So here we go. So guys, if you love deck building games, Rick is very he's a pro at that because he knows how these games work. Power Rangers deck building game, RPM, Getting Gear expansion. So I don't know if this is still available, but if you did end up pre-ordering this game, you get bonus pack 2 free with pre-order. So Rick, could you explain this a little bit more? I know we talked about this plenty of times. But
deck building games, there's like a central pile. You're building your thing. Depending on the game, you're either attacking a central opponent with the rest of the people in the game, or you're attacking other players in the game trying to knock them out. You collect cards, build a bigger deck, you have more ammunition to continue the game.
Right. And guys, if you enjoy these kind of games, I would definitely suggest picking it up. I don't know if they still have this available, but I will look. And like I said, at the end of this episode, I always make sure to post links for said item so you guys can pre-order it or order it if it's still available, that is. So next up in the Renegade Game Studios topic is Power Rangers Light and Darkness, which is the RPG game which represents the heroes and the villains. So guys,
heroes that were villains or something, because you got like Winter Wolf Ranger, who was Zanaku. You got Korak, who became the
Wolf Warrior.
Wolf Warrior.
You got
Mercury
Snide, Hackle,
Ranger.
who became Dark Ranger. You got Mercury Ranger, who was at one time turned into a villain.
Yeah.
Daishi, who of course was essentially Daishi.
He became back to Jared, and then he ended up using his Wolf Spirit. Not Wolf Spirit, sorry.
Yeah.
That's RJ. Sorry. His Lion Spirit. So, yeah, guys, if you want to get this game, I'll have to look to see if it's still available. I don't know. I know that they only have a certain amount of time when you pre-order these items. If it's not available, then I won't post it in the description because we don't know. We can't control when pre-orders go out because at this time, this was probably available when we were on our hiatus. Guys, I'm just trying to discuss it right here and now. So if you guys are interested in getting that game, definitely pick it up. And last but not least, we've got a dice tower for Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, the Zordon Dice Tower. Which
I am
honestly,
happy to order that.
That was actually shown at PMC this year, which
use
is also compatible with, I think that says the Power Rangers role-playing game. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it is. So basically what you do is you drop it in the top of Zordon's tube, and it comes out to the bottom. So I do like the look of
if
that.
you play a game with dice that use dice, you can use this because it's literally just a way for the dice to mix up and be random. So like the games I play that use dice, I could use it. If you play Dungeons and Dragons and you use dice a lot, well, there you go.
Yeah. Go get it.
So let me go down let me give my co-host opinions on this. David, let me go to you first. So what do you think of what we've seen of I don't know if it's still available for pre-order, but what do you think of with Renegade Studios still doing Power Rangers and teaming up with Hasbro and everything they've released from these items right here?
I think what they have released here is pretty awesome, especially the RPM one. If it's still available, I definitely get that.
Okay. Yeah. Rick, what about you, man?
Yeah, I'm actually considering ordering the Dice Tower because, I mean, come on, Zordon. And hopefully it comes with that background as well.
I would believe so, because I think
the command center background.
If you guys look,
because if it comes with that, hell yeah.
So if you guys look back at the video I did, I don't know if I did take a video of that during PMC, but if you look, you might catch it in there. I don't know, but I do think this is pretty cool item. Whether if you play the game or not, I think it'd be a good display item if you want to do that way. Because I mean, I know a lot of people liked the Lightning Collection Zordon, but some of them
the Dice Tower is definitely something to get.
Would be more of an option to get that, so that way at least it's a little bit taller. I think but you know, it still looks cool. So guys, if you play the game, definitely get it. If you would just like it for a display purpose, that'd be perfect for it as well. Or you can just go for the Iron Studios one, which is a lot of money. So, but
I mean, the fact that that actually has Zordon's face in it looks like an actual Zordon energy tube that's round instead of just half a circle. If it's size comparable to the Lightning Collection, Zordon's got full body.
Okay, so next up on the top,
full head body.
So next up, we're going to talk about Way Studios, which they do a lot of statues and busts and everything. They do a lot of good work with their items. And this one is huge. And I'm not saying that just to be, you know, modest or anything. Like, you know, I think I'm using that word right. But yeah, so the Megazord, the Dino Megazord from Mighty Morphin. Holy God.
Wow. It is it's literally huge.
It's London Breed.
Yeah. And I think they put her there to compare how big it is. So holy crap. So it does. So the eyes do light up. So that's a pretty good feature. But yeah, I don't know how much that is. That's probably, you know what? Let me look that up. It's gonna drive me nuts now. I know they have it on Tokullectibles. So let me go to
I
their
think it was
website
like
real quick.
400.
For that, I'd be surprised if it's 400. It's probably a lot more, but let me look.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yep.
But Jesus, dude. Power Rangers. Play.
No, they put her there to get people to order.
So what I'm seeing here
And to
is
probably do size comparison.
yeah. So here's the scale, 1/4 scale. That does not look like a 1/4 scale. That looks huger than that, but and it is huge. And then you got the Dino
1 in 4.
apparently statue scale. So the price for this, guys, if you are willing to spend this. Oh, hey, our winner's in here, guys. Ryan, thanks for joining us. I think it was close to 500. I'm looking at the price, dude, and it ain't 500. I can tell you that right now, man. That's how much it is.
Oh my God.
That is not 500. See that?
Oh,
Frickin'.
Full payment?
4 easy payments of $500.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically,
And your soul.
$1,950, which is $1,950. And if you want to do it, the payment plan of $200. So I'm like, nope, can't do it.
Yeah.
It's one of those moments when you sit there and go, nope, can't do it. It is so expensive, but it's so awesome looking. I mean, look at this.
Freaking.
Look how cool that is.
Yeah, but man.
But for that price, I just can't. I can't do it for that price.
Same.
I just couldn't. I don't. I mean, even if I did have the money, I couldn't do it.
For that price, we need her older sister included. Just to come by and say, here you go. Nice to meet you.
So let me go down the line here. I'm going to ask David first. David, for that price, what do you think? Worth it, or basically saying, push it aside?
I mean, like, this does look really cool, but like the money is just it's a waste. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Rick, what about you, man? We know you want the girl next to it.
The money and the space. No, I was referring to the Megazord.
Oh, okay, go on.
I wouldn't have the money to afford her.
Guys,
I'm sorry. There's a reason I don't currently have a girlfriend.
Rick is taking over the show now. I quit. Have a nice day. Nice night. But the price, worth it?
No.
Or just no?
I mean, the price for the physical sheer size of that, as long as it's not hollow on the inside.
Right.
Because that would be like bait and switch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. If that is like metal and everything, oh my God, that would be a terrific price. It's probably plastic though.
I can understand. I think it's coming from China or Japan. I can't remember. But it's because, it is being shipped from there. So, of course, it's going to be a lot of money. And they do a lot of good work with Way Studios.
I mean, that doesn't include shipping, though. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, but, no. I mean, at the end of the day, is it worth it for me? No. If you have $2,000 just laying around and don't know what to do with it, and you have shelf space to display that, well, then yes, by all means. But unfortunately, that price point puts me kind of out.
Yeah. And as Ryan said, I was thinking, I could post it up here. He was saying, I was thinking of the Kira version 1, but I don't think I'd pay $2,000 for that, even though it's very tempting. You'd have to take a loan out for that. That's all I got to say. Just to get that statue. That's pretty bad. You're like, you know what? I'm going to take a loan out for something. Oh, for what? A car? No, a Power Ranger statue. So for people that want to buy that and have the money.
Yeah, if I'm going to take out a loan, it's going to be to take care of other things.
Yeah, guys, all I can say is
I will never take out a loan to buy something.
I'll tell you right now, guys.
Besides a car or a house.
Yeah, but besides the point, guys, if you have the money to spend on that, that is totally your option. That's totally your choice. But me, I couldn't. It's just no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it if I had the money.
Likewise.
I'd have to win the lottery in order to own that.
If I had the money just laying around and it had nothing to do, and I had space, yeah. But if I had the space and the money laying around, the money might just be in that space.
I forgot to show this one. It's looking at you, buy me now. It's like this, excuse me, get a better job. I forgot that.
Well, I'll tell you right now, as bad as my job is in terms of the way they like to treat some people, it pays really good.
I can tell you right now, though,
I just got to get rid of
that's
from when I was young and stupid.
It looks like it's kind of like a battle damaged Megazord. If you look at right here, they have some. Yep. So that's pretty cool. I do like that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I just think that's pretty cool. But I guess, like I said, the price.
Well, you see, what probably happened is the person in charge of painting it screwed up, and they're like,
battle damage.
Battle damage.
All right, so guys, we're going to be moving on from that topic. We're going to go into Super Sentai.
Probably is actually supposed to be a battle damage.
Yeah, so we're going to go into Super Sentai. Guys, like months and months ago, they announced from Shout Factory, when we thought that it was over with Shout Factory, and when Hasbro bought the rights to Power Rangers, we didn't know if they were going to continue doing Super Sentai with Shout Factory, but boy, were we wrong. Because we got 5 men. And guys, or as you guys would know them in the comics and Power Rangers Super Mega Force, Supersonic Rangers. Basically. So
Power Rangers Supersonic.
So yeah, I'm glad they're continuing this. That gives more opportunities.
Without the Blue Hedgehog.
And I just think that with that opportunity, it gives them more opportunity to release more Sentai seasons based on from Power Ranger seasons and possibly go back like they've been doing with Jetman, which has already been released. You've got, and then 5-Man, you can go back and do a lot of older seasons. But I do like how they're doing that. But you think that was over?
Yes.
You think that was over? Because the last Sentai we got.
And I mean, this is why we don't actually need to get it adapted anymore because, hey, we get the Super Sentai itself.
So here's the thing. Now, we thought after Hurricaneer was going to, when they were done, we thought that was going to be it. Because they, whatchamacallit, MMPR Toys did show a little bit of a blur image of this, but they haven't officially announced it yet. But, so, we thought they were going to end with Super Sentai since, Hasbro bought the rights. But guys, we are continuing with more Sentai DVDs. And that is Super Sentai's
Abba Ranger,
which was the Super Sentai series of Power Rangers Dino Thunder. So guys, if you've been collecting, getting a lot of these DVDs, I would definitely suggest adding this to your collection. Because Power Rangers Dino Thunder was one of my. I mean, I love Dino Thunder. I loved every season.
Dino Thunder was my first season.
I loved every season of Power Rangers, but
I want to see that Lost in Translation episode.
Yes. I want to see the original version of that episode. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, apparently, what I understand is they did edit a lot out of that.
Well,
there was a scene.
Yeah, and they dubbed that episode in English. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that episode, in the part where the guy, he's a chiropractor, and when he straightened the Whacker Wilson's back in there, and he grabs him by the shoulders, goes like this, and he's like this. So apparently, but in the Super Sentai, the dude kisses him. He goes like.
Fun fact, actually, Jorgito Vargas, the Navy Thunder Ranger, actually voiced, I think, the Blue Ranger in that episode.
Yes, he did. He was the one that actually voiced the Blue Ranger on Lost in Translation.
Lost and Found in Translation, yeah.
Yeah, Lost and Found in Translation. So, yeah, if you go back and watch that.
But actually finally get to be able to see the physical episode that was based on.
Rick's face, Rick's eyes just went like this, like, what? And it's funny, though, because he just literally kissed the dude on the mouth, the guy on the mouth. And I'm like, because I remember I saw something like that. I'm like, because they edit that out.
Well, you have to remember, Japan.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They're about 10 years ahead of what we're willing to allow on TV.
I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, oh, my God. But, guys, if you
and I have to say, that
and
curry
also 100 years ahead.
Yeah. And I have to say, that curry did look good.
Yeah. I can tell you right now, though, guys, what's really funny also, if you try to compare Power Rangers in Space and Mega Ranger, you would notice a big difference in there. A big, big difference.
Oh,
and Lightspeed
Mega
Rescue.
Ranger, hell yeah.
And Lightspeed Rescue.
Consider Lightspeed Rescue, Mega Ranger. Although Time Force, on the other hand, is a lot of, hey, this was really good. Let's just copy it.
Right, carbon copy, basically. So, yeah, I mean, that's not bad.
But... I mean, there were some changes, but in the end, it was
Yellow Ranger was a boy,
85% carbon copy. And what's even crazier is both are still rewatchable.
Yeah. And just to let you guys know, if you guys have a Roku,
they chose the perfect Sentai for that.
So if you guys have a Roku stick, they do have Shout Factory TV on there where you can go back and watch a lot of the Sentais that they have released on DVD.
Pluto TV, I think, has a Sentai channel.
Yeah. So
it plays its own stuff. You don't get to choose, but hey, they do give you a schedule.
Okay, so David,
tune in.
Here's a question for you.
Want.
What do you think of them releasing more Super Sentai DVDs from Shout Factory?
I think that's cool. I mean, that way we can see more of Super Sentai, Yeah.
Exactly. Rick, what about you, man?
Hey, to be able to see it and not have to go through hoops to do it, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I got to say this right now. We're getting more Super Sentai. Give us more Power Ranger DVDs or Blu-rays. That's a perfect option right there. Because even though we have it on Netflix and then we have it on YouTube, give us, a full box set of Beast Morphers, full box set of Dino Fury with special features. Do that. Can you do that for us, Shout Factory? Can you talk to Hasbro and say, hey, they want this. So, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind that, honestly. I wouldn't mind that. But that's just me. So, anyway, guys, we're going to move on to our topic, which is going to be Power Rangers Lightning Collection, which was during Power Week, during PMC, of course, when we were there. And, David's been watching all that stuff and everything. So, we're going to start off with what they actually, technically we've already knew about this figure, but they finally had it up for pre-order. And I think this was on the 5th, on Friday when they announced these, because they didn't have anything really.
We were at the hotel.
Yeah. So this is what they announced.
So it would have had to have been Friday or Saturday.
So the blue Wild Force Ranger Max. He's not a kid.
Let's party.
And so there you go. And he comes with. Now here's the head sculpt right here for his character. And I gotta say, it's not that bad. It's not bad at all. They've done. I mean, I know they've been doing questionable head portraits and everything because some of them don't look like the actors. Some of them do look like the actors, but I think they got him pretty well.
Yeah, it
the
does
helmet
look
looks
like
nice.
it does look like
Go ahead.
Philip Jean Marie. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got the 3 stripes,
Mhm.
and I hope that there's not going to be any variance with this. I just.
Well,
But if
you
you
need
look
it
at
with a 5-stripe variant, so that with every single one needs to have a 5-stripe variant, so that you can have a team of 6 all with 5 stripes.
and the boots are correct. They have the blue boots. But one thing that is kind of
But
strange,
since the prototype here is correct, or the digital rendering or whatever,
I think this is a prototype.
this means that that's going to be the initial model. So you're not going to get a 5-stripe. You're not going to get a white boot.
And well, here's the thing that really kind of drives me nuts is the handle of the Crystal Saber. It was not blue in the show. It was fully like gray or something or white, and the crystal was blue.
Yeah.
So we don't really get a good. I don't think we get a good look at the saber itself. So yeah, and then we have his shark fighting fins right here. We'll look. Hold on a sec, and then here we go. Yeah, so if you look right here, they painted the crystal in the middle gold.
Yeah.
Which that's just a little nitpick here, but that's not
that
big.
can be touched up with a little bit of paint.
Exactly.
The handle, not as much unless you have a good sealant, because it's going to rub off on the hand.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, David, why don't you put your little sense in this? What do you think of this figure right here?
Oh, this is really cool. I definitely go for that one when I get a chance.
Yeah. And I gotta say, I do love how they designed it. I do like, actually, we are getting. Hopefully, we start. I mean, I know they just started on Wild Force with the Lunar Wolf, and now they have the Blue Ranger. Hopefully, we get more and more Wild Force characters. And I know, David, I'm sure you want one character, but that's not a Power Ranger.
Yeah, I'd like to see. I mean, they could have also done maybe Princess Shayla and the Lunar Wolf together, kind of like with Astronema and Andros.
Yeah. That would be nice. Rick, what do you think? For what them doing Wild Force, besides the Rangers themselves, who would you like to see part of the Lightning Collection be villain, or who would you like to see?
I mean, what were those two's name?
Master Orc.
Good Lord.
Jidrax and Toxica.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about them.
A 2-pack of them.
I'd also like to see. Go ahead.
What I still find funny is the final version of Master Org kind of looks like, one of the comedy villains. Gentrix or whatever his name was.
Jidrax?
No, Gentrix was the girl, wasn't it?
No, Toxica is the girl. And then you have Jidrax.
Toxica. Okay. So it looked like Gentrix. Which I think was actually the main villain.
I'd like to see
fusion of
something like that. Yeah.
I like to see the Danny, the Black Ranger, Jack Guzman.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Because he's my favorite Black Ranger. So
I would love to see a Master Org figure. That would be an awesome figure to have because
yeah.
Even though we did get that like a long time ago, and
I think eventually we'll end up with it all if Hasbro keeps going.
Oh, I don't think Hasbro's going to be ending anytime soon if they have what their plans are for the future. So, we'll be talking about that later on. But
I mean, 10 years from now, Lightning Collection, they're going to be like, what do we have left? And it's going to be like, we have this villain.
Sell it. So next up for the Lightning Collection topic, Rick, I think you know what's up. You originally said it last week. You said it last week, but it wasn't that particular Yellow Ranger item.
The Power Daggers?
That is correct, guys. So we got the Power Sword. We've got the Power Lance. Now we are getting some Power Daggers. And we also got the Dragon Dagger. But I'm talking about the Power weapons.
I was going to say, don't forget, we've already got Dragon Dagger.
But this is including the Power weapons for the Power Blaster. But holy God, look at that. And the thing is, when Rick and I were there, we went to the MMPR Toys and Toy Wizard panel. You guys look at the con experience. We have the pictures up there. Karen Ashley came out showing off the Power Daggers.
Oh,
and I got to say, just seeing them in person, even though, I didn't get to, go, ooh, I want. But they look so cool. Each weapon does have a light to it. Only on one side, though, but I do love of what they're doing with the power weapons. I mean, this looks amazing. And then you've got just the detail on it. And I know a lot of people would say, oh, it's like, some people would say, oh, it's cheap plastic and everything. But it's like, I don't care. I love it. And it has the little thing where you can have the claws go like that. It looks amazing. If Hasbro keeps this up, guys, we could have a full-on Power Blaster. We just got to wait till they announce Power Bow and Power Axe, whenever that's going to be.
Well, Power Bow is going to be last.
Probably. But here's one thing that really kind of is...
The Power Axe will be next just because of the fact that the Power Bow will tell you whether or not we truly have a Power Blaster.
True.
The Power Bow is solely the piece that will tell us that.
Okay. So,
because the axe is going to transform, or the Power Axe, because the Blast Mode and the axe form, it's going to have the sliding piece. It's going to have the part where it looks like the sword can attach, stuff like that, because that's its design. Now, Power Bow will be the answer to Power Blaster, whether or not it has the clips to add the daggers and lance.
That is true. So next up, let me show you guys this right here. So, of course, now this never was in the show. They showed it on some, but it was part of them. They did have this form with the automorphing figures. Yep. And also, if you guys remember, they also had this form for the retromorphing figures as well. This was never a design that was included in the show. This would have been an awesome type of like spear or something. That would have been awesome if they did that. But I do like that.
It never happened in the Japanese series.
And they did test it out to see if it would combine with the Power Lance. And it does. Those two come together. If you put one end,
basically like a Darth Maul lightsaber, yeah.
Basically, you could do a power matchup or something like that with this weapon. So I think that's cool.
Power Dagger Lance.
And I gotta say,
Power Trident.
And this does come with a stand, guys. So just let you know. And I will definitely post a link. I think this is a GameStop exclusive. I'll have to look this up, but guys, these
yes, all the power weapons are GameStop exclusives.
Are you sure? I thought they were. Some of them were fan
except for the Dragon Dagger.
I'll have to look.
No, I'm pretty sure they've all been GameStop.
Yeah, where you can actually check, guys, for information on that. Go to lightningcollectors.com and you can get that information. Because usually they have a list of what was. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to look at it right now. Oh, that's order. Let's see. Role-playing gear. The weapon. Okay, so the power daggers. I know the Morpher is a GameStop exclusive. So the daggers. Okay, no. So the GameStop. So this is not a GameStop exclusive. This is a fan retail one. So you guys can get it either on Big Bad Toys, Dark Side Toys, eBay, of course, Entertainment Earth, and GameStop. You can get it from GameStop and Hasbro Pulse. So this one is not a GameStop exclusive. The Power Morpher for the Yellow Ranger is a GameStop exclusive, I believe. That's what they did with the Yellow Ranger Power.
I still got to get Power Sword, Power Lance, but that will cost money.
So but like I said, guys, if you're interested in this, I will definitely post
to have bank robbery revoked as a crime goes through. I'm kind of happy.
So let me go to David. David, what do you think of the weapons and the figure we just talked about?
I really like these weapons, and obviously we'll wait for a blue one.
You mean the blue Power Lance that's already been released?
Oh, shit. I forgot.
You were there when it happened, I think. But, yep.
Okay. Thanks for reminding me.
I think he meant the blue Power Morpher.
The Power... I mean this.
He was talking about the Power Lance, but the Power Morpher would be awesome, too. Since they've already been doing the yellow and the pink. Might as well release the rest of them. So, Rick, what do you think? The blue Wild Force Ranger and then the Power Daggers.
I want them. And I want them.
Yeah.
My bank account, however, saying about you wanting those. No.
Yeah.
So once I can convince my bank account to say yes, or the laws on bank robbery get revoked, then we'll own them.
All right. So let me just say this, guys. That was one of the last things to discuss about Power Week. There were other things that were talked about, but we're going to be saving that for our next episode of LR4 because that is also going to be going into the topics and toys that were announced during Hasbro PulseCon 2022. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about with that. So I'm saving that for the next Sunday's episode. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be exciting because I can't wait to talk about it. I've been waiting. I've been literally holding back to state my opinion on here. I've already posted stuff on LR4 about it. I haven't said my opinion about it directly on LR4 yet because I wanted to get a chance to talk about it on the webcast. But anyway, I love everything. Guys, let's talk about this real quick. Who thinks, Hasbro's doing a great job with releasing role-playing items. And then we had, 2 Megazords from Mighty Morphin. And then we had now the power weapons. David, what do you think, man? This is
it's
crazy.
Really cool. It is crazy, but it's cool that they're releasing these.
Right. And Rick, what about you, man? What do you think? I think he's brain dead right now. I don't know what's going on.
Da 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 da.
What do you think, Rick?
No, sorry, my internet's being a pain.
But what do you think?
Because I'm trying to load on my phone and everything that's been revealed, hell yeah. Definitely going for Lightning Collection, Blue Wild Force Ranger, going one of these days for the Power Daggers.
And like I said, guys, listen, I know a lot of people
crying.
I know they've had
My
ups and
internet's
downs
crying.
with certain Lightning Collection and everything, but hey, guys, we're still getting a lot of stuff. So guys, hopefully, down the road we'll even get more and more seasons that we have yet to receive. We'll be talking about that at some point. Let's see.
We will. We'll get it all.
Oh yeah. Ryan just pointed this
out.
Wonder if Hasbro will release the Blade Blaster as well. I would love that. But the thing is, I already have the Legacy Power, the Blade Blaster. But the big question is how they would do it. Would they do it the style that Bandai did it, where you have to pull the blade out? Or will they do it Legacy style, where you would have a little thing, you press down on it and go, bing. and have it pop out like that? That's one of the biggest questions of all of how they would do the Blade Blaster.
Honestly, it'll probably be a little switch back on the handle.
Mm.
Because they'll be like, we're not going to let Bandai outdo us.
We're just going to steal their mold.
This thing's going to shoot paintballs.
And if they're going to, I mean, I would love a Blade Blaster and everything. And hell, I would like another Saba. That'd be an awesome one to have. But, of course, that might be a difficult one to get because depending on how much they would ask for it. And, Bandai really, I can tell you right now, Bandai did step up their game with Saba when they released the Legacy Saba Saber, where you added Tony Oliver's voice, and when you pressed it, the mouth moved. And a little motor, that was just very awesome. I love that. So, but who knows, guys? Only the future will tell at Hasbro. We don't know. All we know is what we've seen. And guys, once we get more information on everything else, we will definitely discuss it here on LR4. But now it is time for Rick's.
We just might be a few weeks late.
It's time for Rick's boom time because it is time for his topic.
Go
Give the floor to Rick.
Okay.
Sounds like
So,
you beat that up.
What we got coming up here is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 102. Don't ask. I have no clue. But anyways, this is going to come out November 23rd of 2022. The bold and greatly anticipated United. Okay. Recharge era of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers continues with the superstar creative lineup of Melissa Flores and Simona B. Whatever. Sorry, I can't pronounce
Names
the name.
you don't want to butcher.
Well, the greatest threats to Earth seem put to rest. The legacy that began in Go-Go Power Rangers unfolds in ways no Power Ranger fans could have imagined. As a mystery of what happened on the embattled moon begins to unravel, a villain returns from the past along with their sick and twisted creation. So, yeah.
This is,
Well, give me a moment here. Because I am looking for something.
That was very different. I did not expect. But while you're doing that, Rick, I got a question for you. So you said Go-Go Power Rangers. So basically, something
from Go-Go Power Rangers is coming back.
Comics. I'm like Austin St. John. I gotta read these comics.
Yeah.
He did a fan word.
Although issue 100 was his character's final issue as of right now, until we get into Power Rangers Zeo.
Whatever that's going to be.
Which
but I think it's kind of funny, though. I mean, anyway, go on.
So the cover here is the main cover. So question is, who's on the ground?
I was wondering that.
Same.
But could it be a human version of Zordon based on the fact that the tube behind them is cracked?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit in the Mighty Morphin movie.
Yeah, except he was on the crystals, which that had to be uncomfortable. Yeah. Something's poking me.
They were laid down gently for him. Ivan Ooze was nice.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to destroy you, but I'm just going to make it comfortable as you age rapidly. So,
as you age and die rapidly.
Okay, so you want to go ahead to the next variant?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
So this variant is cover B, Ranger Slayer, full art. However, there is going to be a black and white version of this as the 1 in 25 copy as well. Yeah. And that would be...
Is she going to get an upgrade of her suit, or is that just like a black and white image?
That's just a black and white cover of that.
Oh.
That's awesome.
The 1 in 25 cover, black and white variant.
Okay.
So the next one that you got there is the 1 in 10 variant for the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger Rocky DeSantos.
Yeah, either way.
Santos.
Either way.
Which, as you can tell, does resemble the Lightning Collection figure in terms of physical design, but it's got the packaging look of the smaller figures,
like the retro, not retro, reaction figures, basically.
Yes. So just like with the Death Ranger that we saw before, and the Zach Black Omega Ranger that we saw last week, Rocky is going to get his own figure cover. And again, this is the 1 in 10 incentive. So with these, comic book shops have to order 10 of the regular issue in order to get one of these. With 1 in 25, they have to order 25 of the regular issue to get one of those. There is a there's a cover E, which is another version of the original cover, just without the writing on the front.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the full artwork instead of it saying Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 102, because that's
one?
all in the back. No, that one.
This one?
So the original art. No. The one of Rocky, Adam, and Aisha running towards the body on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So there's a variant that will be this cover as you see it there. There's probably a delay on my end.
Yeah, probably. So, and Rick, when does this come out again?
Anyways, this comes out on November 23rd.
Nice.
So, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, let me go to Dave very quick. What do you think of these covers, man? And
they're cool. I especially like the cover of the one that we just saw. Yeah, and this, of course.
Yeah, Rick.
Ranger Slayer is the better cover, I believe, in my opinion.
So,
yeah.
What would you like to say with everything? I mean, you've kept up with reading the comics. I'm way behind. I still have to go back. Have to read. I'm still trying to read Shattered Grid. I just haven't really got down to seeing it because I'm trying to watch a lot of shows on television, trying to, just find the effort to, just go sit down and read it. Because I do like, even though I know what happens in it, but it'd be nice to read it. So, to know what's going on in the whole series. So, Rick, what would you like to say before we move on to our episode rates?
So what you guys need to do. Support Paper Copy by going to your local comic book shop. Help support them. I know times are tough with the higher prices and everything, but comics, as of right now, the standard issues are still $3.99. Go in, pick up a couple comics. Now you got yourself some entertainment. Support your local comic book shops. Support the Paper Copy. The small businesses in your neighborhood need your help more than ever. So, again, support them by supporting your local comic book shops.
All right, so now we are going to be getting into the episode rates of Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2 episode rates. In this episode, we are going to be reviewing and rating is episode 14, RAFCON Revealed. So...
I didn't watch this one.
Really? You got to be kidding me. You binge watched this.
I skipped one.
You're funny.
Well, I binge watched it by skipping one.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So,
and
David,
I am joking.
Yeah, obviously. So, David, why don't you go ahead and explain what's happening in this scene?
So I watched this once a couple days ago, so I don't remember a whole lot now. So I remember there's like a shooting contest thing going on at Buzz Blast. So, yeah.
What do you mean
team building exercise?
Yeah, shooting contest. He means like the Nerf guns and everything.
Right.
So
yeah.
we're all having like a little.
Well, yeah, they had to have Nerf product placement.
Yeah, exactly. That's a way. By the way, we are sponsored by Nerf because it's Hasbro.
Right.
So it was like capture the flag and everything. Unfortunately, Amelia and Javi told that they weren't able to do it because they had to go out of town for some reason. We know this reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, they head to RAFCON because there is somebody that we know that is there. Freaking Radiator Face himself, Lord Zed.
Lord Zed.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to tell you, this episode was awesome. I liked how they actually continued everything about RAFCON. And we actually finally got to see RAFCON, even though we've seen like in flashbacks and everything and throughout the episode, throughout the series, seasons and everything. And I do like how they keep Lord Zed in this. And it was awesome, great. And he's looking for a specific device. And David, what was that device he was looking for? Can you remember?
Negatory.
Rick, can you remember?
Sporix generator.
Yes.
Oh, right.
The thing that was created, the Sporix beasts themselves.
Yes, because, something that was used 65 million years ago is still there and operational.
And it's funny because they did mention that originally it the planet looked like a wasteland at first, but after 65 million years, plants grew and a lot of the buildings were gone because during the whole fight between the Knights and the Sporix beast. So the Rangers actually get to explore this other planet where Ion
65
and Zato
million years, and the planet got moved from its original location.
Which is kind of interesting how that works. Yeah, guys,
considering what we find out in a later episode.
Yes, we'll find out more details on this later. But here, this one's right here. The Rangers are
really makes you ask questions.
So here's the thing, Ion. When Morphine Master Green wakes him up from his stasis. She tells him of some sort of prophecy that he thought it was a prophecy because of him. That he's the only one that can defeat Lord Zed. Without him, everything will be bad. But, they don't explain that in this episode, if that's what the prophecy was. But obviously, he gets it wrong because, Lord Zed is still very tough against all the Rangers. And what is really interesting We actually see some new villains in here as well. Last week we saw the creation of Boom Blaster, and then we had his other robotic monster, General Scissor Eye, and we got another robot general called Null Eye, which is a redesign of Snag Eye from The Hunt, which was the episode, the debut of the Dino Knight armor. And this episode was really well done. David, what did you think of this episode? So before we get on to the next slide here.
Yeah, I like this episode. I'd give it in. Should I give? You want me to give my rate?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh,
We'll get to that. Okay. Yeah.
So
Rick, just want to say, Rick, but what you remember of this episode? Them going on a different. Yeah. So also, but during the fight, the Ranger, they try to go against Zed, try to defeat him.
It's nice that they went to another planet, but when the planet looks like it's a forest outside of town, or a field, it kind of still makes you like, are they really just on Earth?
I do like.
I'm sorry, they didn't give it any weird design or architecture or anything. So
I gotta admit, though,
with
everything they do,
it doesn't look like an alien world.
Well, what they do in New Zealand, they really find really good locations to make it look like an alien-ish type of area.
Yeah,
but it still works.
Unfortunately, they didn't do that with this.
So, during the fight, Zato saves Ion because he goes off again trying to defeat Lord Zed on his own, and Zato gets hurt. Rangers come, and then Lord Zed almost destroys the Power Rangers, but an energy field saves them, and then they are teleported back to the base in Dinohenge. And Zato is in critical condition because he got injured really bad, and they don't know if they could save him. But lo and behold, Morphing Master Green shows up and says everything will be all right. And that's how the episode...
To be continued.
And that's how the episode ends into the next, which we'll be discussing that episode next week, next Sunday. So with that said, let me go ahead and go down the list, and I'll go get mine. David, what do you think of this episode of RAFCON Revealed? And what would you rate it?
This was good. I give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah.
Okay, Rick, what about you, man?
Overall, the two parts would actually probably be closer to a 10. This part, though, is a 9.
Okay. All right. I give this episode a 10 because I do like how they go to a different planet. They go to their home planet. Yeah, I give everything a 10 because I do have an open mind to certain things. I know not say everybody doesn't have an open mind, but I do give it a 9 because I do like how they actually explore a different planet. And they finally find their home planet. So that's really good of how they did that. And this was definitely a 10 for me. Yeah. At some points there'll be, like I said, it was really good. I enjoyed that. But guys, we're not done with our episode just yet. So this week, one of my admins of LR4, Kim, she sent me a message in the morning saying tickets for PMC are on sale. And I'm like, what? And yeah, guys, hear it. I'm just going to show you this. Now, when she said the passes were on sale for 2024, the early bird and platinum memberships are on sale now, which is going to be going on from this month all the way to the 31st of December of this year. So, they are available right now, which I'm very surprised. Let me say this. I am very surprised that they put them up so quick.
Yeah.
And I nobody expected this. They didn't give us. I mean, they did show in the story Power Morphicon 2024 in their little tease of that it was coming, but we did not get any like heads up of when the passes were going to go on sale or anything like that. Because usually they go on sale August of the year before. That's when they usually go on sale. However, they're doing the early bird right now. And then once those are taken care of and that's done with and that ends, we will be getting all the passes next year from gold to the others. And here is what the platinum is. This is a sponsorship, guys. Membership, $2,000. That's only for sponsorship people. They want to do that for platinum. Gold Ranger Early Bird full weekend membership is $400. So, what is included? I'm going to go for the gold one. I'm not going to read the platinum because it's basically kind of the same thing except you're sponsoring a guest. What's included in the Gold Ranger Early Bird attendee membership, full weekend pass, and Power Morphicon 2024 will be returning to the Pasadena Convention Center in California again. So, guys, it will be right on the property, right behind the Sheraton. So, guys, once they start doing all this and they got the hotel, make sure you keep an eye out for that. And the dates for that is August 23rd through the 25th. So that is when it's going to be happening, those 3 days. So you'll get a PMC badge and lanyard, early registration pickup on the 22nd of August, which is that Thursday. And guys, they did that this year where you guys can get your passes early, where you don't have to worry about waking up at like freaking 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning to get your passes. So you can get them during the day, throughout that day on the 22nd of August of 2024. Preferred seating let in first at the deluxe panels. You'll get the gold convention pin set, of course, convention and gold t-shirt, convention hoodie, of course, and then convention coin and gold coins, which, guys, right now they're still in the process of trying to get the actual dated
Coin to everybody.
Yeah, because it's still in China right now, and they're still waiting for them to get the batches they. So, we're still waiting for that. I know Rick is still probably waiting for that as well. And
I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, just keep checking your emails. They'll give you information about that. And then you got the prints, full weekend convention print, and gold exclusive print, mystery items, deluxe cloth bag, a single Power Ranger breakfast, Sunday, the 25th included. These are included, and an ability to purchase 2 extra breakfast, which is going to be cost, an extra cost. But then you get included a gold VIP party 2023 for Friday, the 23rd of that year. And then you have the ability to buy PMC exclusives, extra charge and everything. And then entry to gold only events. Some events may be extra charge. So, guys, once these sales end and the Gold Ranger membership, VIP membership goes up, you won't have the option. It will not include the early bird. You have to get it after the fact. You'll have to spend it individually after. But if you guys are going to get this, I would suggest to get it before the early bird goes off sale, because I haven't gotten it yet. So, guys, hold on until I get it, and then you guys are good to go.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I get mine, Nate gets his, David can have his. We don't have to hunt you guys down and steal your email.
Yeah, we don't have to come down and say, you don't need to go to PMC, do you?
For
You don't need to go to PMC, do you? You don't. You don't. And the good news is, guys, it is still they're still using the same ticket app, Trixit, which was this app right here, guys. They're using that again, what they used last time. So, guys, that's great. Hopefully, they don't change it because I think that would be kind of a pain. It would be a pain in the rear if they did change it. So, now I'm going to discuss this a little bit. Now, when I heard about this, I was shocked because
Same.
usually we would get a heads up on when the tickets for PMC would go on sale, so that way we can be up and running and going. And I think it's interesting that they decided to do the early birds like after 2 months of PMC, because it was back in August of this year, like at least almost 2 months. So granted, I get why they're doing it. Rick can explain it, but Rick, let's go to you. Go ahead and explain it, man.
So the theory that I have on this is they were doing this as early as they could to get some money to go to start up so that they can go and get a lot of the special guests, special actors, and like put a down payment on reserving the venue, stuff like that. And by starting the Platinum now, they might actually use some of that money to get a couple extra actors from Japan or something.
Right.
Because by doing the Platinum now, it's like, hey, by the end of December, we're going to know how much we have from this, and they might be able to get a couple higher grade actors or Japanese actors.
Right.
Who knows? They might be able to convince Amy Jo.
Oh,
no confirmation. It's still a long shot, but
yeah.
Oh, imagine that line for her, man.
Oh God, if they got Amy Jo to come to PMC,
the line would just be like
probably be a shortage of available tickets overnight from her announcement.
All I can say
they will probably turn around and put up the 1 day pass. Be like, we have a 1 day pass. Please buy that instead because we're well above fire limit of the convention center.
Guys, if you think Jason David's line is long, imagine Amy Jo. Because I've met Amy Jo before.
Yeah. Same. Yep.
And
lucky me. Lucky us. Yeah.
Yeah, because the line wasn't too bad at Lexington. I mean, me and Rick go to Lexington because it's an every year thing, so we try to go to there as much as possible. She was at Lexington, and I got a photo op with her at. I bought a photo op instead of actually getting a selfie at her table. But guys, at PMC, if she was there,
the line would just be like all the way at the end, at the other side.
It would be crazy. I'll just say that right now, guys. It would be very insane. And I would suggest that if you want to meet her, guys, definitely remember, stand in line.
If that's the case, if they were to get her, they would probably do a lightning pass like they did with the actor for Captain Marvelous.
Rhea Toya, yep. And I think that, but like I said, guys, David, what did you think about when they announced this whole thing for PMC 2024?
Well, like you, I was really shocked. I didn't see this coming, and I really, honestly don't know what to think about it.
And honestly, hey, guys, think about it this way. We got the dates. They already have the dates set up of when it's going to happen. And, it's going to be – and, guys, that's great news.
Yeah.
Because, I'm happy we got confirmation that it's going to be happening in 2024. Gives you guys plenty of time to save up for that convention. So, guys, definitely don't miss out.
Except for the tickets.
For that. But I can tell you right now, guys, with me, David, and all my other admins that have been to PMC before, guys, this is a fun experience. You meet a lot of, not just for the actors, not just for, and also for, not just for the actors, not just for the experience, but you're meeting people that are in the exact same stuff. I mean, when I went to this is not Power Morphicon, but this is Ranger Stop I'm talking about as well. I met David at Ranger Stop in 2019. And, you know, I mean, and the thing is, when you go to a convention, you meet a lot of people in lines or you meet people there, and you guys have things to discuss about. And this gives, you know, because, you know, you make friends there and you have you have a great time there. And it's just, you know, David, what was your first experience at PMC like, man?
Oh, wow. Man, I cannot believe it's been 4 years now. My first one was 2018. Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, it was just cool to like go to a Power Rangers convention for the first time and to meet the actors, and yeah.
And Rick, what about you, man? I mean, you went there back in, was it 2014?
I mean, it's nice. Do enjoy it. My bank account cries every time.
And he puts a lot of his Sentai and other stuff he buys on his bed. I kid you not. This guy's bed is full of freaking, like, whether it's like models of the, you know, Super Sentai mechas or anything, it's like crazy. This guy, he's like, I think I need to go for more. I'm like, wait, what? You need to do what?
You know.
I mean, guys, it's a great experience and it's a lot of fun. And especially if you have kids and then, you know, they have gotten into Power Rangers as well because you liked Power Rangers, definitely take them because it's a fun time.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the experience for Power Morphicon is just mind-boggling. I mean, when I heard about this back in 2007, I think, is when they did that was when they did the very first one.
Yeah.
It was more of a Make-A-Wish. Before Scott Zellner took over and becoming the owner of Power Morphicon, that was, I mean, guys, if he didn't take over for it, we wouldn't have it anymore. We wouldn't have Power Morphicon because
we would have had to go to San Diego Comic-Con.
That or Ranger Stop, which depends on if that happened. But guys, you know, they put a lot of hard work and a lot of time and effort trying to get this for the fans. Because if it wasn't for Scott, which I give him a lot of props, he does a lot of hard work. And if it wasn't for us as fans, guys,
or Bella.
Bella, they don't want to see that. But I mean,
I was like, but everybody wants to see that.
But anyway, guys, this is the end of the episode. Like I said, congratulations to Ryan if you're still in here. Just make sure to get in touch with us on our Facebook page, or if you'd rather try, if you want to find me on there, just get in touch with me. That's fine. I don't care. We'll try to get these out to you as fast as possible.
Yep. The sooner you get the information, the sooner I can get it out.
Yep. So
I will be mailing it from our top secret mailing facility.
Yeah.
Didn't think we had one of those, but we actually do.
Right.
So just yeah.
Okay. So David, before we sign off here, what would you like to say?
This is a good episode, and there was lots to talk about, indeed. And looking forward to next week.
Yeah. Okay, Rick, and as you, man?
Oh, as always, support your local comic book shops. Support small businesses. Christmas is right around the corner, and you want your kids to learn to start reading? Get them interested in comics.
Thanks for reminding me about
that. Trade paperbacks, single issues. Go to your local comic book shop, pick them up, get your kids interested. This is a great way to get children to read. They got Power Rangers, Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, all kinds of different comics, back issues.
Manga!
It's amazing.
There you go.
Support your local comic book shops.
There you go. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do my outro. If you want to go ahead and mute your mics, here we go. But guys, thanks for tuning into this. Thanks for tuning into this episode this Sunday. We had a lot to discuss. I'm glad we finally got the announcement of who the winner was. We want to do more of these mystery box contests when we have stuff set up for it, but we would love for you guys to really participate in these. So next week we will have an episode of LR4, and that will be episode 172. I'm not going to announce the title just yet. You'll see it at the end of this episode. Guys, we got so much to talk about in that episode because it's going to be awesome, because it's going to be relating to a lot of stuff that's coming out of Hasbro PulseCon. I can't remember what else was on that. I got to look at the list, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Hasbro PulseCon announcements, Lightning Collection, and a lot of cool stuff. So keep an eye out for that. Like I said, I will be posting in the description later on some links to some of these items we've talked about. Excuse me, that we've discussed, so you guys can be able to purchase them yourself on your own time, of course. And guys, I would definitely suggest getting your pass. I mean, at some point, whenever you get the money, I know the holidays are coming up, but if you have the money, definitely get your passes for PMC. It's going to be happening in August 23rd to the 25th in 2024. I mean, this is going to be great, guys. I mean, I can't wait for that. But with that said, guys, make sure you guys follow our Instagram, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and make sure to follow Rick's fan page. I'm just waiting for his reaction. So, no, Rick doesn't have a fan page. At least I don't think he does. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Oh, here he comes.
Remember the only Pams? A lot of single and only Pams there.
Only Pams or Pams?
No, it's Pams. P-A-M.
Only people named Pam there, I guess. I guess.
Yes.
I don't know why that's
You are going there to support the women named Pam.
Make sure
not Pamela, but Pam. So only Pams.
And make sure to check out David's personal blog, which he has not yet to create. David's like, nope, don't have that yet. Nope. So anyway, guys, that's it. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay more phenomenal. And as Zordon always says, may the power protect you. And remember, it's morphin' time. Oh, and also, guys, I will be doing an interview at some point, either this month or next month, with a certain fan film cast that I will be announcing on LR4's Facebook page. So be a lookout on that. All right, everybody say bye.
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 Doing what's right. My arm is killing me. I've got to stop this now. I can do it.
Why?
I can do it.
Killing you doesn't mean you can't keep doing it until your foot starts killing you.
I can do it. I can stop this video.